Good morning to all my students of class 9. We are going to deal with chapter 4 climate in this video. The beginning, we need to understand that what is the difference between climate and weather. In general, when we talk, we think that we know both of them, but the difference is you have to be really specific about it. And first of all, climate and weather both are determined by similar determinants like atmospheric pressure, temperature, duration of sunlight, humidity, precipitation, fog and mist. These are some of the determinants which determine the weather as well as the climate of a place. But what is the difference? Climate is the atmospheric condition of an area which exists in that area for a very long period of time. For 35 years, for 50 years, if the same type of atmospheric condition persists throughout the year in a large area, then it becomes the climate of that area. But weather changes are on day-to-day basis. Weather may change every day, and weather changes may be for 2 hours or for a week maximum. Climate is expected. We feel that we are having lot of this heat, we want the rainy season to come. We expect rains to come. After the rains, we will feel that, oh, it's enough of rainy season, it's too humid, and now let these rains be off and we want our winter season to come. So, we expect seasons, we expect climate, but weather changes are uncertain. Suppose it's a hot summer day and you get a cool breeze, so the weather changes. Suppose it's a rainy day, too cloudy for days and days, and suddenly a sun shines. So, then the sun is shining brightly, or we can say that it's a sunny day, it's a windy day. Okay. So, it's a moist day, it's a cloudy. So, these are the weather changes from day to day basis. This is the basic difference between weather and climate. Weather is for a smaller part of an area for a shorter duration. Climate is for a larger part of an area or a continent and for a very long duration. Now, Indian climate is said to be of a monsoon type. Why it is called of a monsoon type? Because once upon a time in the past, people were moving in the ship. These were Arabic people in the ocean, in the Indian Ocean. But during the monsoons, what happens? The winds blow from the oceans towards the land. So, winds were blowing towards land. So, their ship with the wind, they landed in India, and when they came to India, they find that it's raining heavily, and therefore, they thought that that is the season of India, and they called it Mausim. Mausim is an Arabic word which means season. So, that is how it has been transformed into monsoon climate. So, therefore, Indian climate is said to be of monsoon type. Next, I am going to deal with the factors affecting the climate of any place. When we talk about factors affecting the climate, we need to know reasons that why the climate of that area is like this, why the climate of different areas differ. So, first of all, it is the latitude of a place. We need to know that in the globe, suppose this is equator, where that place is. If suppose here is that place, this means it is near to the equator, and this place is going to have a hot weather, because places near the equator are hotter as compared to places far away from it. That we know, isn't it? The temperature decreases when we move away from the equator towards the polar areas. So, places near the equator will be hot, and as we move away from the equator, the places will become colder, because this area receives the direct rays of the sun, whereas these areas receives the slanting rays of the sun, and therefore, when the sun rays spread, their intensity also decreases. So, here because of latitude, we can say that this place is hotter or this place can be colder. But one reason, one factor does not determine the climate of a place. You have to look into many factors. Secondly, what is the altitude of that place? Altitude means the height above the sea level. Suppose a place is here near to the equator, but it is a hilly area. Okay. In a hill, what happens? The temperature decreases as we go upwards. So, if it is a hilly area, then we will have to see that what is the height of that place. If that place is located at a very high altitude, even though it will be in the equator, it will have a low temperature, it will be colder. So, here what we come to know that as the temperature decreases with height, with altitude, a place maybe in the equator can have a colder climate depending upon its altitude. Distance from the sea. Third determinant is distance from the sea. How does the sea affect the climate of a place? If a place is near to the ocean body, this is the place. Here suppose you have trees and people living over here, and this is your sea water body. What happens? The places which are near to the sea have a moderate climate. They will have a moderate climate because they have an influence from the colder waves which are coming from the sea. And if a place is landlocked, which means it does not have an access to any large large sea, then it will be having a extreme climate. Extreme climate means it will be very hot during the summers and it will be very cold during the winters. So, landlocked areas have extreme climate as compared to the sea areas which are in the coastal regions, which have an access to the sea. You will find that all the coastal areas of India like Mumbai and Goa and Kerala and all, there people do not wear sweaters during the winters, neither they use coolers or ACs during the summers. So, they have a moderate climate because humidity is large in these areas. So, people are using ACs all the time in fact. So, that is the moderating influence from the sea. So, three factors are here: latitude, altitude and distance from the sea. We have one more factor which is relief. Relief of a place. Relief means the topography of that place. So, whether it is a mountain, if a huge mountain is lying in a place, okay, suppose here is a sea and then land and here is a great mountain. So, what will happen? The cool breeze which will blow from here, it will carry moisture, it will form clouds, and these clouds are supposed to move up with the slope of the mountain, and when they will go up, condensation will take place and then the rains will take place in this area only. The other side of the mountain will be a dry land because, and this is called the windward side of the mountain, the windward side, and this is called the leeward side of the mountain. The windward side always is moist and green, the leeward side always carry dry winds. So, this is dry part of a land. This is also called, children, relief rainfall. Relief rainfall is when a huge relief feature lie in the path of the rain bearing winds, then they help the winds to cause rainfall towards the windward side, and this is the relief rainfall. So, if a place is lying in an area where there are huge mountains, so that place will experience a moist climate, whereas the place which will be on the leeward side of a mountain will experience a dry climate. This is what is happening in case of Himalayas in India. Himalayas in India, they act as a barrier. I will just let you know. Here we have Himalayas, okay. These Himalayas, they act as a barrier. When the winds come from this side, They do not allow the winds to pass over to China. So, this part is a cold desert and this is the leeward side of the Himalayan mountains. This is the windward side of the southwest monsoon winds which are blowing right now in India. So, this side receives rainfall, Indian part receives rainfall and the other side remains dry. So, that is the leeward side. So, that is how the relief also affects the climate of a place, the relief features of. Next is the last part is the ocean currents. How ocean currents affect the climate of a place. How ocean currents are going to change the temperature of the climate of a place, I am going to explain you children. First of all, you should know what is an ocean current. Ocean currents are a stream of water flowing into the ocean in a definite direction, just because it has different salinity, it has different temperature, it has different density. So, these are ocean currents. Ocean currents which flow from the equator towards the polar areas, I will show you with the help of a globe. Ocean currents which flow from the equator towards the polar areas, they are warm, they are carrying warm water, and the ocean currents which flow from the polar areas towards the equator, they are cold currents. So, I will give you an example that how they change the temperature of a place. Can you see here Norway? Through Norway passes a warm current which is coming from the equator. This warm current tend to make the temperature, the climate of Norway warmer during the winters when the winds blow from the sea to the land, that is the onshore winds. Similarly, if you see country Peru in South America, can you see this pink colored portion, peach colored portion, this is Peru. Through Peruvian coast passes the Peruvian cold current, and that cold current tends to make the temperature of Peru very, very cold, although it is located near to equator, that is equator. Although it is located near to equator, the Peru country has a very cold climate because of the influence of the Peruvian cold current which passes through the coast of Peru, and that is how the ocean currents influences the temperature or the climate of any place. Please like, share and subscribe, and if you have any doubts, do write in the comment section, and thanks for watching.